Hi everyone, welcome to Smriti Special. We're in my home kitchen today and I'm going to show you how to make some delicious zucchini lentil boats. Now this is a recipe that I made a couple of days back for my Christmas family dinner, and I posted a picture on Instagram and Facebook and a lot of you wanted to see how to make it. So let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is to prepare the boats. Now I have already prepared some here and I'm going to just show you quickly how to do this. It's very simple. You just take a zucchini, nice medium sized zucchini, and then of course this is washed, and then just cut it in half like so, and you take a sharp spoon and then just take out the seedy bits. Now you don't have to be precise with this, but just, yes, like that. Don't waste too much of the vegetable, just cover it so you have some space for the filling. Okay, I'm just going to quickly show you another one. Having a sharp edged spoon works here because it will just help you to scoop this thing out. Okay. Super simple and easy. This is what you want. Now we're going to put together a flavored oil to go inside the zucchini. For that I have some Kashmiri lal mirch here. If you don't have this, you can use paprika, some black pepper, some garlic powder. Now I wouldn't skip the garlic powder, but if you don't eat garlic, you can totally skip it. And then some salt. Okay. And then to make it into an oil, we're going to add some olive oil here. Now use a good quality olive oil so that it really makes a difference. And then I'm just going to take a brush, mix this, and that's what you have here. Delicious mixture. Now, just going to brush these with a brush inside the zucchini pot. You want to lather this with all the goodness. This will flavor up the otherwise bland zucchini really well. Okay, so now I have brushed all of these with the flavored oil. Now what I'm going to quickly do is to put some oil just on the bottom of each zucchini so that the bottom gets roasted as well. Just a little bit, you don't need too much. Okay, that's it. This is just on a baking sheet lined with some aluminum foil. You can also use parchment paper, but aluminum foil conducts heat and it kind of helps in the roasting. Now this is going to go in a preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius for about 15 to 20 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. You don't want to overcook it. Otherwise this will just fall flat. Now once this is out of the oven, I'll show you what it looks like. Just a reminder for you guys that we run an amazing online pastry school with professionally recorded sessions. We have classes from amateur to advanced level. And if you guys want to up your pastry game or your baking game, then you got to check it out and enroll for Smriti Special online school. The link for this is given in the description box below. Now after about 20 minutes, this is what it looks like. It might take 25 minutes, it depends on your oven. Just keep an eye on it to not over bake it. So I'm just going to do 4 today, so that's what I have laid out here. I'm just going to cut some garlic here, just just 2 small cloves or 1 large clove. Okay, we also have some green chili here. If you don't like green chili, or if you don't have fresh green chili, you can just use a little bit of red chili powder. Okay, so now that this is done, let's get this out of the way. I have a pan here. I'm going to take some oil. Now this is some sesame oil. You can use avocado oil, vegetable oil, anything that you like. Just use a good oil because oil really makes a difference. Okay, I'm going to put this on a medium heat. To this, we are going to add our chili and garlic. I always prefer to add it in cold oil and then bring the temperature up, because that way everything gets flavored well. Okay, I'm going to just take a spatula here, and it smells so good. As you can see, it's already getting heated up. Okay, to this we are going to add some jeera, cumin, now this is like an Indian flavored lentil mixture. You can change up the herbs if you want, put some other vegetable if you want, change up the lentils just to change up the flavor. So it's up to you. Then I'm going to add the fennel. Okay, and then the black sesame seeds, and also the nigella seeds. Okay, I also have a little piece of ginger, and I'm just going to grate that in. Now I prefer grating ginger right into the pan, because that way we don't lose any of the juices. But if you're somebody who keeps ginger paste, just use that. Okay, that's enough. And then just mix that in. Smells super good right now. Now let that cook for about a minute. Okay, now we're going to add some chopped onion. We're going to let this cook until it's slightly translucent, and then I'll show you what to do next. Now I've cleared up some things, and this has been going for about 2 to 3 minutes, and I have constantly been stirring it, you know, every now and then. This is done. What I have here is some green chickpeas or cholia and black-eyed peas, which is also known as lobia, and I'm going to just add that in here. Now the way I cooked it is that I soaked it in water, drinking water, overnight, and then I overnight or 6 to 7 hours, and then I pressure cooked it for about 4 to 5 whistles in some fresh water, and then let it cool down, drained it, and now we are adding it in here. And then what I have here is some sprouts, mixed sprouts. You can use any sprouts that you like. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm just going to increase the heat a little bit. This is such a delicious, healthy mixture. It's really healthy, guys, I'm just telling you. And then we are going to add some salt at this point. Flavor. Okay, looks beautiful. Now since the sprouts don't need a lot of cooking and our beans are already cooked, this will just take about a minute to get done. Now this is done. It took about one and a half minutes or so, because everything is cooked already. You just basically have to combine the flavors. Okay, I'm gonna just take it off the heat, and we're going to add some amchur or dry mango powder. You can also squeeze in some lemon if you want. Just taste it, check for flavor, add some paprika or lal mirch or something if you want, or you can add some black pepper if you want more spice. Okay, this looks nice. Alright, now we are ready to assemble. Let me just clean up here and then we'll serve the dish. Now we are ready to serve. What I have here is a bed of rice. This is just some nice fluffy basmati rice. What I have here is my lentil boat. Now there are two ways of serving it. One is the way I'm doing it right now, where I'm just going to be putting the filling inside and then serving it on the plate. The other one is that you take your tray and then you fill all of the boats, and then you keep it warm in the 50 to 100 degree oven, like it depends on the oven you have, and then keep it warm for about 15 to 20 minutes or until you have to serve your guests or your family. Okay, so but today we are just making one, and then I'll be serving individual plates. So let's just take some of our filling and then just put it right in there. Beautiful, lovely, healthy filling. You can load it up as much as you want, especially when you're serving it directly on the plate. Okay, that looks beautiful. Alright, now what I have here is some fresh coriander, and I'm just going to chop this. And then you can serve it with anything. You can serve it with just the coriander, or you can serve it with the whole topping that I am doing. You can also serve it with a little more like lemon juice, pieces of lemon, and some raw onion. This is looking good. Now just take a little bit of feta. Now I'm taking feta because I love the little bit of saltiness. You can do some paneer or some tofu, or you can skip it. I would never skip it. Okay, that looks beautiful. Okay, I have some pomegranate seeds. Okay, this gives little pops of sweetness to the dish. Add as much as you want. Okay, and then a little bit of coriander on top. That is a lovely dish. I mean, look at this. It looks like it's come out straight from a restaurant, which you would pay a lot of money for. Make this. It's very simple and easy. It's just a couple of steps. It looks like, you know, it took a lot of effort, but if you really think about it, it's not as much effort. Whenever you make this recipe, click a picture, share it with me on Facebook, Instagram, wherever, because you know I love to see your recreations. If you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more delicious vegetarian recipes. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.